Another day, another walk, Aiden. Hey?
Come on, it'll be fun, she says.
It'll definitely be fun. I'm already puffing. It's a little bit chilly, so I've got a jacket on. This is Baldy Top Lookout, just outside of Quilpie. I've been here before on this walk, but Aiden hasn't, and it's just got this spectacular view of nothing and then the small town of Quilpie. But you do have to walk up a few steps to get there. It's not too bad. Remember, Aiden, training for Kings Canyon. That's what you're doing right now. Let's go. Up we go. Not too bad, is it, Aiden?
Not just.
See? Very specky as you go. Do you reckon this might be a spin around spot, Aiden?
Sorry?
I said, do you think this might be a spin around spot?
Oh, I don't know.
Now I don't feel like I need a jacket. Ah, yes, that's the other one across there, I think. So this is Baldy Top where we are. And then the other one's, did you read what it was? I think it's Flat Top or something like that. But there's some pretty cool caves to come and have a look at here. It's actually spectacular at sunset. We're a little bit before sunset tonight because we were in a bit of a conundrum, weren't we? Because apparently sunset's quite nice at the lake as well. So we had the time, so we thought we'd come and do this one now and hopefully get a specky sunset at the lake. It's a whole lot of nothing, isn't it, Aiden? Eh?
That's what we like.
Yes, but some people, I guess, can't even imagine it. I was just saying to Aiden that it's actually a lookout that's pretty good bang for your buck. In other words, the ground's quite uneven. You do have to take care when you're coming up here, but it's not a difficult walk in the terms of length. Certainly quite elevated, as you can see, but just gives you really good views for a relatively easy walk. Would you agree?
Yep. Well, we haven't got down yet.
Oh, come on. How old are we? 80?
Feels like that some days.
Oh my God. Get out the violins, everyone.
But better to do it while we're young and able.
Exactly. It's one of the reasons that we're doing it. So when I'm talking about the walk, as you can see, you do have to be reasonably sure-footed to tackle some of these walks. And this is exactly why we're doing this at this age at the moment, while we're both fit and able. Well, I wouldn't say fit. Able. We're able. You know, because you do find as you get older that even your balance and things like that, you're just more conscious of it, I guess. So we're not quite grey nomads yet.
Speak for yourself.
Well, yes, you've got the grey hair going on, love. I've got a streak like Cruella de Vil. As you can see, Quilpie's in the distance. Not a huge town, but definitely a friendly town. I've always found the people to be really friendly there. And definitely the beginning of the outback. The bush, we'd call it.
Well, we kind of have been in that for the last few days.
What's that, love?
In the bush.
Yeah, I know, but this is like the really red dirt now. You really start to see the real red dirt colours and just that complete isolation feeling, wouldn't you say?
Mm.
Yeah.
Although we had that at Hellhole Gorge.
Yes. If you didn't see that video, go back and have a look at that. Hellhole Gorge, we're the only 2 people in that national park at that time that we saw. And, you know, it kind of blows my mind because that's the travel that we like, that I forget sometimes, and that's why we're showing you all of this, because I do forget that for some people that's not their thing, or they might be a little bit afraid to experience that, or they just may never experience that being on the coast or in the bigger cities. You know, it's not everyone's thing, is it? But it's certainly our thing. And if you can enjoy it from your lounge chair, if you're never going to experience it and you like that, then that's great. Welcome. Welcome to the Outback.
Or it might motivate you to come out and see it.
Exactly. Yeah, might motivate you. There's loads of little caves and things to explore on this little walk. And some of them give you some pretty cool little views and things for photos. Love that. If you're not from Australia, don't be shocked when you look in the caves. There's not actually any in that one, but there was one back there further which we didn't video because some people do find it distressing. It's not unusual to look in the cave and find a skeleton.
Not a human one.
Generally not, but you never know. We are in the outback. You'll find that the animals, particularly kangaroos and goats and things, will go into the shaded caves and cark it, basically die. And that's where they stay. And you'll often find full skeletons in there when you're out here.
Mm.
You've got a few hitchhikers.
What?
Just stop. Stop. So, this is life in the outback, people. Mm-hmm.
You're telling me there's flies on me?
Well, there are flies on your love. They're on your hat. And that's actually not bad. They're staying away from our face pretty much, aren't they?
Yep.
Today, it's life out here. The other reason we decided to do this rock now is because we're the only 2 here at the moment. Everyone will be arriving for sunset soon. Looks like some of them might be already. So this is looking back at Baldy Top now. That's where we were, just at the top up there. Bit of a stunner. Come and visit sometime. I brought Aiden to see something he hasn't seen before. Hey? What do you think of that, Aiden?
It's interesting.
It's enough to get you into church, wasn't it? Hey? So we're in St Finbarr's Church in Quilpie, and they have an opal altar. So obviously you can find opal in the area of Quilpie. I don't know if they're still mining it, are they? Or like, you know, finding it's Boulder opal. But it's pretty impressive. I think you can do a little bit of a hunt around here if you wish. Might just be easier to come and look at it at the church. Do you have any sins that you wish to confess while you're here, young man? No. Okay, well, you better go because I've got a lot. Better leave me here all day. Sorry, what did you just say?
I said at least I got you to walk up the aisle of the church.
Yeah, well, couldn't get me to do it the first time, could you? It's the main street of Quilpie, and no surprises. We feel right at home here. It's not unlike where we have our home base. Aiden's just buggered off into the bakery. Surprise, surprise. What Quilpie pie are you experiencing, Aiden?
Gourmet beef pie.
Gourmet beef pie. Little town has its quirky art pieces. And I love that. It's always so good to just stop and have a look. It's the stuff that sticks in your head with these little towns. Oh yes, art. What's the gist on the pie, love? What's the gist on the pie? Good? It's not even lunchtime, so I reckon you're winning.
Well,
Hey?
that's why I only had one.
Hey?
That's why I only had
Oh,
one.
come on now. 2 pies would be a push, wouldn't it? Quilpie has its own little military history museum, which I think is just wonderful. It's definitely worth coming in and having a read through. It's always a little sobering, but also very interesting and gives you a great understanding of what's gone on in the town with the families over the years. This is home tonight, folks. We're in a campsite called The Lake, and they've got bush camping and, as you can see, lakeside camping. So, well, actually the bush camping is the lakeside camping. We were able to go lakeside because we didn't need any power. You do have to be fully self-contained to be down here on the lake. So that means containing all your grey water. They've got fire pits, and it's just absolutely beautiful, isn't it, Aidan?
Yep.
Yeah? You liking it?
Nice quiet spot to relax in.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And not far out of Quilpie, only about 6 k's, I think.
But far enough off the road not to hear trucks.
Yeah, we can't hear any noise here. All we can really hear is the birds. There's not that many of us here as yet. I don't think the mad rush from down south has started yet. Oh, and the other thing is, if you feel like you need a hot bath, they've actually got a big bathroom here. Well, it's more like a shed. I haven't been able to look inside yet, but apparently there's 2 baths in there. You can have a hot bath looking out over the lake. It's got all slats at the front, so you can adjust those however you like. Probably really nice at sunset. It is $25 per person per hour, so not the cheapest bath ever. It is artesian water, but it is they heat it before it goes into the bath. So definitely a lovely experience. If you've been on the road for a while and you're missing a hot bath, or you've got some aches and pains, you might want to give that a try while you're here. A lot of the places seem to be cottoning on to doing that, so that would definitely be a nice experience as well. So that's the little bathhouse there that you can go into, and then this that we're passing now, sorry, I was too lazy to walk up and show you, no, we're just on the way out, is the powered site area. So really well set up, fairly flat. Not sure about how level they are, but a great setup, and it's not very busy at the moment, as you can see, so not really on top of each other. And then this is the old wool shed. We might come and have a look at that later if we get time. So as you can see, we are definitely in the outback. Come away from that lake and it's not so lush. It is a dirt road in, but at the moment, I mean, you might need to check it if the weather's wet, but certainly fine for us at the moment. Fire making at the moment, ain't you?
Well, it's nice to be able to have a campfire.
It is.
Not many places you can have them.
Especially with this view. And it's so good when they just have these little fire pits as well. Because it is actually, I know it probably doesn't look it on camera, but it's quite chilly. It's just the wind, isn't it? The wind's chilly.
That should die down after
Once the sun goes down.
But then it'll just be cold.
Yes. These are the lovely grounds at the Lake Caravan Park. Communal fire pit for night time. That's the powered site area just across there. Great camp kitchen. And they have a little bar that's open in the afternoons. So all in all, just really well done and absolutely immaculate. Caretakers here are great. Just immaculate. Then you've got loos and showers through here. So as you can see, it's quite amazing that lake's there. Because we're definitely in the outback now. There's a great wool shed here as well that you can have a look through if you've never seen one before. I'm sure the kids would love that. It's actually a working wool shed, so it is used regularly. This is the walk back to the unpowered sites, guys and girls, down by the lake. So as you can see, there's a lovely little path, probably about 500 metres we reckon. So definitely if you want to stay here and you don't need power, we'd recommend staying on the lake. There was like no, well, I mean obviously this changes throughout the year, but we're very lucky at the moment for whatever reason. No flies here, very few flies, even though we got covered out at the walk yesterday. And there was no mosquitoes and stuff last night, which surprised us. So do yourself a favour, come and stay at the lake if you're in Quilpie. I think it's definitely worth the stay, do you, Aidan?
Sorry?
I think it's definitely worth the stay.
Yeah.
So $25 for the night, unpowered, wasn't it?
$12.50 each.
$12.50 each and $35 per night for powered. This is my kitchen views from the van right now. Not bad. Pretty darn good.